All right, we're just about to get started. Are you guys ready? Yes? Okay, great. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the press conference. We are joined by Sentinels, who are coming off of their victory against Team Heretics. We'll start with a pre-submitted question first. This question goes to Telsis from Sports Key to Esports. You have always been the vibes player for the team. How was it for you to bring back the team's mental after that 1-5 start on Bind that eventually led to the series win?
I mean, it's just always like reminding us like we can win the game. I mean, our team like has been blessed like early on with our roster of like coming back from like really big deficits. So honestly, I think at least for me personally, I feel like even when we're down, like we're not losing. It feels like we're losing, obviously, but you know, it never feels like we're like losing. And I think that's like a really good thing for a team to have because we can always come back. Like we always have strong mental. But the biggest thing is just like checking up on everyone, making sure everyone's like still high energy. And the guys are like doing really well about that about themselves. Like it's not just on me. Zach does a really good job of checking everyone as well. Amin does a good job. So and Cap takes his timeouts and yells at us when we're being dumb. So yeah, it's just we've just been blessed early as a team, like when we made the roster. So
Thank you. We'll now transition to remote media questions. First question from Raquel, Mais Esports.
Boa noite. Boa noite, eu não sei se é boa noite para vocês aí, acho que é boa noite, né, Saci? Raquel aqui do Mais Esportes, primeiramente, parabéns aí pela vitória. Queria te perguntar um pouquinho sobre a mudança que vocês fizeram na Bind de trazer o Gecko nas mãos do TenZ e também perguntar para você como foi essa sua estreia aí com vitória, né, como sendo o brasileiro, o único brasileiro que saiu com vitória.
A gente já tinha uma ideia assim de trocar comp quando o Gecko entrou no meta, né, no meio do campeonato do VCT Américas, mas a gente precisava de mais um tempinho e logo quando acabou o VCT Américas a gente já tinha planejado já trocar comp e deixar o TenZ de Gecko. E logo quando a gente chegou, já começamos a treinar. Sendo sincero, a gente teve acho que uns 6 blocos de treino, uns 6 treinos na Bind. E tá dando certo. Eu acho que o Gecko é um boneco muito forte no meta, né? Muito time tá usando. E essa foi a nossa estreia. E falando sobre a minha estreia, bom, o último mapa eu vou deixar, nem vou comentar muito, mas o primeiro mapa foi muito bom. Eu acho que falando mais de performance, assim, sendo sincero, eu não acredito que o nosso time jogou, sei lá, nem 70% do que a gente sabe ainda. Talvez pode ter sido um pouco de nervosismo por conta da estreia, por conta do horário também, né, que tá começando o jogo bem tarde para nós. Mas uma coisa que eu fiquei muito feliz, muito orgulhoso é que a gente conseguiu se manter muito unido, né? A gente não deixou a energia cair e a gente conseguiu voltar na bind também. E o meu mental no 0-10 ali, sem uma kill na bind, eu consegui ficar tranquilo ainda. E eu acho que isso é por conta da minha experiência dentro do competitivo também.
Obrigada.
Next question from Esports Driven.
Thank you. My question is for Zaken. So first of all, congrats on the win. I spoke with your personal coach, Kona, today. How does he help you perform at your maximum potential, and how important is it for you to have him around?
Kona's great. He helps me with a lot of stuff in game and out of game. Just kind of like consistency things, not even like in the game, but just more like my lifestyle, like sleep schedule, gym schedule, like eating right, sleeping right, just all that kind of stuff to make it so that no matter what, I'm like healthy and good to play. He's really great for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question from Strafe Esports.
Hi, so my question is for TenZ. First of all, congrats on the win. So your pick on Bind, which was Gecko, certainly raised some eyebrows. Even the coach of Team Heretics said that he felt nice that you guys were taking some risks. So I want to ask, how long has that been in the pocket, and can we expect more of such comps in the further in the tournament?
For sure. I mean, we probably wouldn't reveal anything else if we did have some stuff cooking up. And the initial Gecko transition happened after lock-in, when we were having some difficulties dealing with certain teams in scrims or even in matches playing Gecko. And so we basically just adapted to the Gecko meta on Bind, as we believe it's really strong.
Thank you. Next question from The Spike.
My question is for TenZ. Last time when we had a chat, you said to me that Carmen Cop was one of the teams that you were most intrigued watching. You will be playing against them. Is it like do you guys think that you guys have enough time to counter their strategy, especially on split, as you were mentioning?
So looking at Carmine Corp as a team, they're definitely really strong, especially coming as the #1 seed from EMEA. So it's going to be a tough match nonetheless. So we can't really slack off. We're going to have to play to our fullest potential to have a chance to beat them.
Next question from Codigo Esports.
Oh, my question is for Stacy. Hello, Stacy. Congratulations for your win. My question is, what mistake the teammate and Susan map for an even defeat?
Oh, it's me. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Can you
Yes,
repeat,
yes.
please?
Okay. What mistake the teammate and Sunset map for an even defeat?
Third map.
And Sunset.
Oh, Sunset.
So many, yeah.
I mean, to be honest, talk about Sunset, we got really anti, I guess. It's a map that we showed a lot during the VST Americas, and it's our comfortable map. And I don't know. I'll give props to Team Heretics, to be honest. We made a lot of mistakes for sure, but I think it was a good job from them.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello guys, here Teo from Sons of KS. First of all, congratulations on your win. I want to ask TenZ, you've been in Sentinel since the beginning. What do you think could have happened inside of the organization to allow you to come back to an international event, now win your first game, and this kind of shows you as one of the favorite teams to maybe win Masters this year?
I would just say I'm really glad that I have the teammates that I have now. Everyone meshes together really well, and I think we play like an actual team and feel like a team. And I think that's really important. So I'm just proud of us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Nerditude.
Hi, thank you. My question is for Junkity. We already know you are going to face Community Corp in the next match, but if you could have chosen who to play against, who would you want to play against and why?
I don't really have any preference. I did say before when we qualified that I want to play KC because they're the first seed in Europe and we're the first seed in Americas. So I think it'll be a good matchup, and they also have a huge fan base, and it's the same for Sentinel. So I think it will be a great game for all fans of both teams and casuals.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you. Next question from Sports Keto.
Hello. Am I audible?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. My question is for TenZ. So the last time we saw you was in a Masters event was back in 2021. What would you say are the key differences in you as a player between this version of yourself and the one from 2021 that helped you to qualify for Madrid and even win today's match?
I would just say every year or day I was growing as a player, and like just certain aspects of my play is a lot better, like my teamwork, not overheating, flexibility, stuff like that. So it was just it was a climb to get back up here.
Thank you so much, and I'm definitely looking forward to buying the SEN bundle.
Thank you.
Buy the SEN bundle. Buy SEN bundle. Just saying.
Thank you. Next question from Scott.esports.
Thank you. I have a question for John Cutie. I wanted to ask you what first attracted you to the in-game leader role, and on the current state of Sentinels, based on how you've previously been the IGL for previous teams, how do you feel you alter how you IGL with each new team, or do you sort of expect the players to sort of form around your leadership style?
Since I joined my first pro team, which was with the Kaplan, I told him that I want to, like, down the road, I want to become an IGL. I think I had I felt like I have what it takes to be a star player, but with time, I felt like IGLing probably is one of the most impactful roles, and I think I had the skill for it. And I just tried it out, and I think it went well, and I've had decent success on it. So especially there isn't that many IGLs in general in Valorant that's competent. So I just felt like it would be the right move for me. And sorry, what was the second part of your question?
The second part was, do you feel that you've had to alter your IGL style slightly, to fit Sentinels, or do you kind of expect or have been expecting the players to sort of form around what kind of IGL style you have?
I'd say half-half. I definitely brought some stuff that I used to do on my previous teams. A bit of the structure I've had on Immediate and Ghost, but also adapted to my teammates' skill, since my previous teammates and the teammates I have now are very different, and it's like not one size fit all, and definitely I just had to adapt and like play off my teammates in some scenarios. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. Next question goes to Ichiman.
Hi. My question is actually for the coach. First of anything, I just want to say, you guys like to play with our emotions. At the early rounds of the matches, the enemy had the lead, and then out of nowhere you came and with a brutal comeback and then win. And also nailed the coach of Heretics. He mentioned that they were superior in the series. So I just want to know if there are like any comments on that.
Just to clarify, basically any comments on us coming back from being behind on maps? Is that the question?
About what he mentioned, that they were superior in the series.
That they were what? Sorry, it's hard
Superior. Superior.
Oh, superior. They feel they were superior in the series?
Yeah.
That's what he mentioned. Yeah.
Well, we won it.
Yeah, I know.
We're probably the superior team. Yeah, no,
superior trophy.
Yeah. Usually the team that wins is the superior one. I can understand though. It's really easy to walk away from a game and be hung up on the mistakes you make as a team, as a coach, and so forth. I think we played really sloppy today and need to clean up a lot of things. And I think it's perfectly reasonable for them to go in confident and feeling like they dropped the ball as well. I mean, I think any team that works hard and is confident is going to feel that way. So I understand where he's coming from.
Okay. Thank you.
But we won. So we are the superior.
Yeah.
Amen.
Buy the Sentinels bundle.
Buy the Sentinels bundle.
He's going to be omitted.
Next question from Brandon, EsportsD.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Congrats on the win, guys. Coming in late, so sorry if this has been asked already, but this will be to Telsis. Speaking of the Sentinels bundle, I just want to get your thoughts on kind of what motivates you. I'm sure the answer is probably money, but what motivates you to market the bundle, and how many do you actually think you've probably sold at this point?
I hope enough to get me rich. But I mean, all seriousness, yeah, it's nice to like sell the bundle, and like we get a cut of it, obviously, so it's, you know, a good addition to our pay or whatever. But I just think it's cool to have like to be part of an organization that has something in a game. Like I grew up watching like League of Legends and stuff like that, seeing like their skins and like stuff like that from Riot that did that for their game. So it's just kind of a blessing to be able to do it for this game, which is why I promote it so much. It's also, you know, to help Sentinels. I think esports is kind of in like a really rough time right now, and anything to get like the organization revenue or money, because they're putting so much into us, like the least we can do is like put it back into them. And I'd like to see more orgs honestly do more for their bundle. I think obviously some now are doing it because I'd like to think that I started a trend. I don't need a reward or a fucking I don't need a reward or a trophy or anything like that. I'll eat the fine. I'm sorry, whatever. But yeah, I just think it's like wholesome to like have something in the game and be able to like promote it, not only for like me and my teammates, but like my organization as well. And like it's fun for the community to get involved. You know, everyone's spamming buy the SEN bundle, buy the Fnatic bundle, whatever the case is. So it's just fun. I'm sorry for swearing.
Please don't find him. We need him.
Please don't find me. I'm sorry.
We need him.
Thank you. Next question from Strafe Esports.
So this question is for the coach. So today's game was actually quite close. So where do you think you could improve or change parts of your game so that for future matchups, especially against Carmine Corp, things don't go like so close?
Yeah. You're gonna see hopefully less fundamentals mistakes from us tomorrow. I think we were I don't know if it was nerves or exhaustion or anything, probably a combination of them. It's hard to get used to playing on a Masters stage, and it's not just the stage, it's a different venue, it's different timing of the matches, obviously a little bit of jet lag. I think we'll clean up a lot on a basic level. I also think this tournament is pretty heavily about ante because you have a bunch of teams coming in from their kickoff tournaments with very little time to turn around all their maps and strategies. And I think on my end, when we ante teams and have specific plans around that, we can be more detailed in how we plan to execute them. Just make sure we're a little bit more prepared on that. And I think we were in the right direction with some of that, but could have done it cleaner. And that's obviously completely on me. So I think we can all walk away and learn stuff. And I think we're going to be much better tomorrow.
I love you, Kaplan. I'm sorry, coach.
We love you.
Love you guys. I love you so much.
It's not you, it's us.
No, some of it was
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
Next question from Ichiman.
Hi, sorry, it's me again. My question is for Celsius. I saw that an Odin was used on Americas and also in here. So I just want to know, on your perspective, how useful do you think this weapon really is in competitive play, also against players as such as high level as all of you?
What was it? The Outlaw?
An Odin.
Odin.
Oh, the Odin.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Odin's busted personally. Obviously it works really well on like Ascent and people are spamming it on Lotus, but I think the Odin's really good. I think it's kind of busted if you like play with it a lot. I think people and more teams are like starting to realize that it's pretty good. There's still some kick to it. Like you have to play with it a lot to get used to it, but I think more teams are gonna kind of roll around to it and start using it more. I mean, I kind of pulled it out a little bit, and it feels good to use. It's fun. It's really loud. Kind of makes a big noise, so it's exciting. But yeah, I think more teams will slowly start to use Odin.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next question from Strafe Esports.
Sorry for bothering you guys so much. This is the last question from my side for anyone on the team. As it stands, there's one team from each region in the high round and the low round in this Swiss bracket. So what are your thoughts on this, like this split that has happened?
Who wants to take it?
I can answer.
Yeah, go.
I think in general, this tournament is very stacked since this is the first time where every region sent their top 2 team. And right now, with how the meta is and like the start of the year, every team is very close, and like at the same time, every team is just trying to find out like their identity and like what works on what map. So I think this is one of the most open tournament where you can really like go in the tournament and like give a proper top 3. I feel like anyone can win if they're just on their day and like feeling it and have stuff going right for them. So I do expect. I think I wouldn't be surprised if in the semifinal it's like 4 teams from 4 different regions. That's how close this tournament is, and like in general, Valorant is very. It's not very like top heavy. Everyone can win pretty much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for the question.
Question from the Spike GG.
Yeah, I mean, it's never ideal. There's very little turnaround time between our games. There was very little time to prepare for this tournament, and we've shown 3 maps, and what I believe they've only shown 2, right? So more for them to study than we have to study on them. But hard to say how much it matters. At the end of the day, we're both going to be watching each other a ton in the next 12 hours, I'm sure.
Are there any other questions in the room?
Hello, the first is for Kaplan. It's about combat, no? Because you need to make the combat in the first map and the third map. And the question is, what do you think? What do you think that is the reason? Because the thing is start the maps more weak, no, or need to make the combat, and especially, what are you speaking in the timeouts between the 2 sides to change the mind of the team?
Yeah, I think we started really cold and just weren't playing at all like ourselves on Lotus. And we've had a lot of comebacks, and we've played a lot of matches in the last 6 months. And I think the guys have really done a good job learning how much they can control their atmosphere. And, you know, they obviously have a really good idea of what playing at their best sounds and feels like. So I just told them at half on Lotus, hey, we're playing awful right now, and that's a great thing because it means it's going to be really easy to step up from here. And, you know, as long as we just start playing our game, that score means nothing up there. And it's always the same thing. Like, the only thing you can do is play the best Valorant that's in front of you, whether that's the next half, the next map, the next match. That never changes, no matter how much you're winning and losing. And I think the guys really do an incredible job understanding that, and credit to them. You know, they're the ones that understand that and then actually get the ball rolling and make it happen. And every single player on this team has done an incredible job at taking responsibility and understanding it's not, you know, just the IGL's team, it's not just the coach's team, it's everyone's team, and everyone can push the needle in the right direction. And I think, you know, Lotus was about that. I think Bind was some of that, and some of just that was a hard game. And we were the team that won barely at the end of the day. So depends on what's going on map to map, but yeah.
Thank you. For second, I have a question. Is that in your Twitter you said that you are some disappointed with your performance, but really for me and in the stat, I think that you have an incredible performance. Therefore, the question is, what is your opinion about in what do you need improve, or why you say it is not?
Well, I killed my teammates twice, so that's probably an easy one.
Go.
Be a bit
It's
better.
talking about me.
I think in general, it was just like first match nerves type of things, but I think I can be a way better player than I was today, even though I did play well. I just think I can be way better than that. That's I don't think there's anything like in specific that I can really say, but I just think I can be better than how I performed today.
I love you, Zach.
Thanks for dropping 30 on the third
Love you,
map.
Zach.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, wait, that's actually how we came back on Bind.
If you had to ult me to win, do it again.
Okay. I have a question for the second and TenZ or everyone, but second if you want. It's because we can see your family in the stage supporting you, no, and the family of other players. I see, no, a lot of people cheering in the stadium. It's very important because you are playing versus the local team, and you was supporters, sadly, no. And the question for you or for who wants is. How much important have the supporting of your family in your career, no, as player?
Zach, you want to go first?
I'll go first. For me, it's an incredible feeling just to be able to see my mom and grandma in the crowd. Obviously, the home crowd was kind of for Heretics today, but just being able to see my mom and grandma and wave to them, and I can even hear them sometimes, like coming up and down from the stage. It makes like the rest of the crowd just kind of go away. It just makes me so happy to see them there, and it's a great feeling.
I'd say on my side, this is actually the first tournament I've ever had any family come to support me in person. Normally they're at home watching on the TV. So it's really nice to see family just cheering me on. My mom was really loud. I heard her like the entire time. And overall, it was just really pleasant and nice to know that I have some super fans.
Yeah, TenZ. Yeah, TenZ.
Nice one.
Thank you. And the last is someone know what battle can I buy?
The Sentinels Bundle.
The Sentinels Bundle.
Sentinels
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Nerditude.
Hi, thank you. My question is for Telsis. Besides the Sentinels bundle, which other one do you think looks cool?
Sentinels only. Sentinels Bundle only. No, I think all the bundles have like their own like niche things to them. I don't think there's like a bad bundle. I think every org is like unique in their own way. Obviously I'm only going to promote the Sentinels Bundle, but I mean I think every team got like, you know, really good bundles, really good classics, player cards, stuff like that. And I just hope like the community and the fans enjoy, even the casuals who maybe don't watch esports, enjoy like the player cards, classics, buddies, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yo, don't hate
Thank
me,
you.
but I like the Lev one too. I'm sorry.
The Lev one is cool.
Can we take his?
Can we take him out?
He just yeah.
Yeah, we
Mic
can.
him off. Mute him.
Benched.
Can we go back to Jet?
Yeah. 13-year-old.
That's the TenZ jet.
Why 10's not on Jet?
You're gonna play Sky Unbind.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And final question from Scott.esports.
Thank you. This is a question for Coach Kaplan. Obviously, the highlight of that last map was putting TenZ on Gecko, which I believe was his first time, at least in VCT play this year. I wanted to ask how, what about that combination appealed to you when you were first, cooking up strats? And when you do cook up strats, do you think more in the lines of what are my players' strengths and what agents suit those? Or are you thinking we need to have this agent in the comp and which player can suit that the best?
Yeah, it's always a complicated balance to strike. In the case of Bind, I think we leaned more into the direction of thinking Gecko's just incredibly strong right now and liking that comp and thinking, all right, well, in this case, somebody has to play Gecko. I think Tyson's a really creative player and he picks up agents very quickly because he likes to experiment and try things. And I think it stimulates him. And also that agent's ult is unreal right now. So when you have a player fragging, he had ult on, I think, third round there on our defense maybe. So yeah, that's definitely part of it. And then part of it is you have to think about the players, obviously, right? And strike a balance. So, part of it is, hey, these strats make a lot of sense with this comp that makes a lot of sense. And the other parts are these strats will fit the player that's playing the agent, right? Maybe you need to find a way to complement the player if they're going to pick up the agent. And obviously the players deserve a lot of credit there too. They come up with ideas when they're playing. And that ends up having a huge role in how a comp ends up being played.
Thank you.
All right, final question.
Sorry. For TenZ or for who wants answer, what is your opinion about Minibu? He seems one of the biggest promise in EMEA.
Let me answer. You can answer.
Mini who?
Minibu.
No, I'm trolling. Sorry. You can answer, Tyson. Go.
Yeah. What? So troll. Like the first impressions, he's such a young player, and it's refreshing to see new talent enter the scene. And he was shooting really well. Neon utilization was super on point. Like whenever I was getting owned, half the time I was stunned. So I would just say like really, really impressed with his performance.
The only funny thing is before he said he will show us where the Madrid airport is at. So
he also made a bet with me that he has to buy the Sentinels bundle now because they lost.
Hold him to that.
But he played well.
He did play well though, yeah. All seriousness.
I just turned him on Lotus.
What happened on Bind, bro?
On Bind, everyone is trying me.
Just stop.
Stop.
Now he needs to buy the SEN bundle.
I'll buy the SEN bundle.
Buy the SEN bundle minimum.
Final question.
No, that was it. Thank you so much. Congratulations
Thank you
on
for
the
the
victory.
questions.
And maybe I'll buy a SEN bundle.
You
Who
should.
knows?
You really should. It's like
should
probably
really
the
buy
best
some bundle.
one ever.
Thank you.
Yep. Buy it and tag us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Receipts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.